On to the main event, ladder match. This actually had an interesting storyline into it, which was played very well up to a point. Apparently, Seth Rollins was so pissed at Dean Ambrose's title heist that he decided he had to take this on by himself. No authority, no J&J security. He was just that pissed that he was desperate to prove that he could do this by himself. So, the authority actually let him have his wish.
Yep.
No J&J security at ringside. No Kane at ringside. In fact, when he was on his way to the ring, they had a backstage segment where first Kane kind of sniped and insulted Rollins, saying, "You screwed up. Good luck, buddy." Then had Mama Stephanie berate him. And then, the best part of this backstage segment, Triple H, playing the father role, gave him a motivational speech, which amounted to, you go out there and show them why we've backed you. You go out there and show them what we see in you. You go out there, you kick ass, you take that title, you show the world why you're the man. You're not the future. You are the man. Go out there and show them. Come back with that title and prove that you are who you say you are. That was honestly that was chill. That was a chilling part of that. It was just like goosebumps. Like,
Yeah.
Ooh, this is gonna be good, and it was for most of the match.
On the finish, though.
Yeah, they had some spots actually. Dean Ambrose was doing quite a bit of callbacks to Dusty Rhodes, including a bionic elbow from the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, as being a ladder match, of course, the ladder spots came in spades, including some really, really brutal ones. There was one where Seth Rollins got back body dropped onto a ladder that was strung from apron to the main announce table in a word ouch. And then there was another one where Seth Rollins did a sit-out power bomb on Ambrose onto a ladder that had a stack of chairs on it. But while Dean Ambrose was channeling Dusty Rhodes, at one point Seth Rollins started working the knee and started channeling Ric Flair. At which point I'm like, okay, so they're doing kind of a shout-out to Dusty Rhodes' pretty much longest running and biggest feud, Dusty Rhodes versus Flair here. Okay, kind of cool. Because at one point Seth Rollins actually did first a figure four on around the ring apron, and then just one flat out on the mat. And they even did the whole reversal to reverse the pressure of the figure four on it, part two, which is a common thing that had happened in Ric Flair matches.
Yeah.
All was going well until the finish. And I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this. And you know what? Bring it. Nicely, please, but bring it nonetheless. They were at the top of the ladder, struggling with each other for the belt. Okay, I get it. Then they both fall off with the belt. They both hit the mat with the belt in their hands. When the dust is settled, metaphorically speaking, Seth Rollins is the one left holding the belt. So he is declared the winner.
I got nothing.
Okay. So you have this whole storyline where Seth Rollins is so mad that he wants to do this on his own. You have the authority, let him have his way, have his wish. You have Triple H give this stirring speech to him to motivate him. And then you have a clusterfucky finish to the match. It is not really definitively proven that Seth Rollins is in fact the man, because he basically only won by a minor technicality. If you were looking to end this feud with Dean Ambrose, this was not a feud ender. This was not the way you end a feud. At all. And I realize I'm sounding like Noah Antweiler here, and for good reason. This pissed me off. If your goal was to A, end the feud, and B, establish Seth Rollins as his own legitimate self in the main event, you failed on both regards. Because I don't think Dean Ambrose is going to take this sitting down, especially not with his character. And when you have your champion get away with the belt on a minor technicality, it doesn't say, okay, this guy's legit. It says, boy, he sure lucked out. Ugh! Anyway, we've been putting this off long enough. And God knows we need to heal from the rest of that shit. The one bright spot during the entire pay-per-view is the match I have affectionately dubbed Resurrection C. Kevin Owens, John Cena, one more time. And by God, this match was fantastic. Oh, it was absolutely incredible. Both of them brought their A game. I would go so far as to say this is probably the first 5-star match for WWE of the year.
Yeah, it was really good.
And
It was legitimately fun. Too bad I didn't give two shits about it by the time the first half of the pay-per-view just turned me off entirely.
yeah, and this was the part where both David and I thought, okay, maybe this pay-per-view can turn itself around.
Yeah.
We wanted to believe. Obviously, we were mistaken in our belief, but we wanted to believe. But, okay, the most interesting thing about this match is Kevin Owens got to kick out of more than one AA. The only people who ever get to do that are people who are on the same main event level as him. Randy Orton, CM Punk, Triple H, any of the really, really big names who stay in the main event circle. I don't even think Rusev got to kick out of 2 AAs.
Out of 1, I think.
Yeah, 1, but not more than 1. Kevin Owens got that honor in this match. What does that say about how high they are on Kevin Owens?
He's going to be a main eventer as soon as he gets out of NXT.
Yeah. And even at the end of the match, which, by the way, Cena did ultimately win off of the 3rd AA, he even outright said to Kevin Owens, you belong here. Meaning, of course, in WWE, on the main stage, on the big show, facing the big guys at every chance. And I can't say he's wrong. Kevin Owens looks like he might have the shortest tenure in NXT of anyone who's been through there. And God knows he deserves it, not just from all of his work in NXT, but going back to his 15 years in Ring of Honor. Or Ring of Honor and other independent, venues. But John Cena did one thing that you never ever do around Kevin Owens, especially for those of us who have seen his work in Ring of Honor. You never let your guard down around the Troll Supreme. Because the instant he did, apron powerbomb. And it looks like we may have an injury angle for Cena as a result. Which actually brings up something very interesting that I want to leave you all with. During the match, John Cena was really, really getting chippy and frustrated on several occasions, arguing with the ref, visible show of really, really, really getting angry and frustrated that he just could not put Kevin Owens down. In fact, during the match itself, I even told David, "Oh my God, they're not gonna do it, are they? They're not gonna pull the trigger on the heel turn here, are they?"
And I was certain that they were not, because they've done this before.
But this is the most blatant that they have done this in as long as I can remember.
RVD, ECW One Night Stand. I know there were a couple more. One time in his tenure with the Nexus.
Yeah, they've done that every now and again, but never this blatantly.
It was pretty blatant.
I mean,
Cena was the straight up heel in the One Night Stand match.
Well, that wasn't because of him actually playing the heel. That was because he was in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
No, he was doing a lot of dirty tactics too. I remember that match pretty well.
That's because he was in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Like he wasn't going to be the heel in basically one of the homes of ECW. With that level of smarky crowd, like he wasn't going to be. And besides, he was going against our ECW original RVD, so yeah, of course. So that doesn't count. I mean, I'm talking about in an actual WWE-ish setting. This is the most blatant that it has ever been that I can remember. Which makes me wonder, when he comes back from this injury angle, could we possibly have Cena come back as a heel?
And
I know. I am talking out of my head. It's a complete and utter pipe dream, etc., etc. Leave all the comments. Just please be nice about them. Tell me I'm crazy, etc., etc., etc.
Jeremy?
I'm saying there's a chance.
You're crazy.
In the words of Dumb and Dumber, I'm saying there's a chance. I ain't saying it's gonna happen, but I'm saying if they were gonna do it, they have set themselves up perfectly. By the way, before we end this, brief note about other sporting events. Golden State up 3-2 in the NBA Finals.
Woohoo!
And
Chicago Blackhawks about to win the Stanley Cup. Cross my fingers.
Which will make CM Punk really happy.
And of course, my best friend Daisy.
Yeah.
Well, one of my best friends.
And also, if you listen to my brother Robert's podcast, Kyle's Comments, he recently did an episode where they listed the bowl schedule, and god damn, are there a lot of bowls.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you want to, if you want to do things like tell me I'm crazy for believing that they might actually pull the trigger on a John Cena heel turn finally, which would be about 5 years too late. But even so, if you want to do such things, or say that you agree with us on something, or all the other wonderful things, there are many, 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 many ways you can do that. David, let them know.
Yeah, casualpodcast.com, one site, everything there. You can leave your flame wars all there and everything. YouTube channel, facebook.com/casualpodcast. Twitter, I'm at ZeroSageHarporia.
I'm at Shadowbird712.
Pinterest, SoundCloud, Instagram, iTunes. That's about it.
To paraphrase Jim Cornette, one last reference to Money in the Bank. To paraphrase Jim Cornette, fuck this pay-per-view.
Fuck this. Fucking... Yeah, I already went on my angry rant.
Anyway, until next time when we will be giving you an insane amount of E3 news, I'm Jeremy.
I'm David.
Later, y'all.
Bye.